Hello, everybody. It's Dr. J here at Libs Chiropractic Center. I am joined by a good friend of mine that I grew up with here, Grant Lebeau. How you doing today, Grant?
I'm doing well. Yeah, I think we've known each other for like 27 years.
Probably. Yeah, that sounds about right. Our parents knew each other, and we've been hanging out since then.
Yep.
So the goal of today is to talk a little bit about your business that your father started and you are now taking over, called Rickaroons, and a little bit about what you think the company will look like going forward. And we'll get into a little bit of health because Rickaroons are super healthy. We'll talk about some chiropractic. So let's go ahead right into it and talk about a little about what you do there, Grant.
Yeah. So my dad and I started Rickaroons. It was his recipe, but he and I started it together on Father's Day of 2013. So coming up on 7 years. It's an organic coconut energy bar. So basically imagine an almond joy that started doing yoga and getting its life right. Uh,
Awesome explanation.
yeah. So we literally started baking out of his kitchen here in PB, selling at the La Jolla Farmers Market, and then have kind of been scaling up for the last 7 years, doing selling to juice bars and coffee shops, Mad Beat and Juice Caboose and Kono's Coffee, just to name some places locally here in PB that
Yeah,
all
I love
carry it.
all of them.
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's easy when I walk out of my office in North PB and I walk into someone, I'm like, hey, I'm your neighbor. You want to sell these?
Yeah.
Yeah. So community support, always good.
Yeah.
So you asked about how COVID's been impacting us. So, the majority of our businesses that we sell to are juice bars, coffee shops, kind of those mom and pops are kind of where we've specialized.
Yeah.
And those seem to be the ones that are kind of getting hit the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously with mandatory shelter in place guidelines, and everyone kind of, doing their best basically to just keep the lights on. Foot traffic is down, like, 80, 90%.
At least.
It's funny that you're interviewing me here. I actually started my own podcast interviewing other business owners. I know, great minds, right?
Yeah, I didn't know you did that.
About kind of the impacts of COVID. And I talked to Joey Bettles of Konos
Yes.
a couple of nights ago, and he was saying that at their low, they were down 90%, year over year. So
Wow.
that basically just directly translates to us. If a juice bar is doing 10% of their normal sales, then we're doing 10% of our normal sales.
Yeah.
And then we were doing Costco road shows. So that means we were just going from one Costco to another, never there full time, so never actually on the shelf.
Like you were one of the people that, you would walk around Costco and get a, free sample
Yep.
from. Oh, I never
Yep.
knew that. I would have come by and gotten.
Yeah, man. So next time next time you're thinking about freeloading, just think about the little guy here who's it could be an owner you're talking to.
Anyone who knows me, that's what I'm all about.
Yeah.
I love free stuff.
Yeah. So that was a great part of our business.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all of those road shows are canceled right now. So, and I don't see those coming back anytime soon. Costco's pretty conservative, and rightfully so. They don't want an excuse for a bunch of people to gather around in close proximity to each other.
Yeah.
So basically, we've switched from being kind of a wholesale first business to just kind of the nature of the current climate is being forced to switch to being in e-commerce. So the way that we're looking at it from like a glass half full perspective is that we're building new pillars of our business that will hopefully stick around when there's like a return to normalcy. And so it'll be, an additional portion of our business back on top of our regular business.
Yes.
Who knows if that's actually true, but that's kind of like the way that we're thinking about it.
I was hoping you were going to say that you were doing that because I totally think that that's a wonderful play.
Yeah.
Like, have you reached out to Thrive at all?
Yep. Yeah. We reached out to Thrive. It's funny. It's tough because not only are like, all of the litany of reasons that I just listed off, but also trying to sell into new places is really hard because everyone's playing things like really close to the vest, just being conservative, going with like the industry leaders, things that people are familiar with. No one really wants to take a risk on a new product, even though we have a great product that is in a vacuum, it's great for quarantining, right? It's organic, it's gluten-free, it's vegan. Like It's a healthy, shelf-stable option with a long shelf life, really simple, clean ingredient list. Like, it's great. But if people haven't heard about it, then retailers don't want to take a risk on you because no one wants to take any risks at all right now.
I understand. I want to find out how people can reach you. Do you have Instagram or website?
Yeah.
How can they get in
So
contact?
the company is Rickaroons. It's because my dad's name is Rick. It's his recipes, and then it's kind of like a macaroon. So
Right.
Rickaroons.com. We're at Amazon.com/Rickaroons, or you can just search for Rickaroons on Amazon.
Right.
We are Prime. If you live locally, you can just come by our office. You can just text us. Numbers on the website. We do curbside. I'll come down in my little mask and I'll throw some Rickaroons into your car window. We do it a couple times a day. It's pretty funny.
Awesome.
Everyone's just making adjustments and doing the best they can.
Your office is right on Turquoise next to the Oscars, correct?
Yeah, right up the stairs from Oscars, so you don't even have to come up. Literally, just text us from your car and we'll come on down.
That's super nice of you.
Yeah.
Where do you make the Rickaroons?
So we started in my dad's kitchen, and
Right.
that was a couple weeks in 2013, and then we very quickly scaled out of that.
Yeah.
Now we use what's called the co-packer, who has big, clean equipment that adheres to all of the standards, all like the non-contamination, clean, all those standards that would be required by like a Costco.
Got it. So because we've known each other for so long, grew up together, went to high school together, all that stuff. Obviously, you've been getting adjusted, and your whole family has, by my parents, and now I'm starting to adjust to for a long period of time. So tell us a little bit about. I know you used to be a lifeguard, you used to play water polo, and chiropractic's been an integral part of your health journey.
Yeah, definitely. So my mom and I first started coming to see your parents when I was 6. We got rear-ended when I was on my way to T-ball, and so we started going to the chiropractor after that, and it's basically been an integral part of my kind of health maintenance, just lifestyle ever since then. I probably don't come in as often as I should, but every time I have any sort of inkling, the Libs are the first place I think of. Actually, my mom literally just came by the office 15 minutes ago and came from your office. I don't know if you saw her today.
I was with patients, but she gets adjusted by my mother, Dr. Laura.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
And then, I've been seeing you guys for so long. I don't know if you remember this, but in our elementary school graduation, I thanked your dad for keeping my head on straight.
That's hilarious.
Every little like 5th grader goes across the stage, gets to say thank you to like one person. I'm like, thanks to my parents and to Dr. David for keeping my head on straight.
So what's funny is I don't have that memory internally, but I've heard that story so many times. Like I know that it's happened.
I'm pretty sure your dad actually has it on VHS.
I was just gonna say there's got to be a video of it somewhere.
He had that big old like shoulder mounted camcorder in.
At my parents' house downstairs, there's a drawer with 50 VHSs. I'm sure it's somewhere in there.
Exactly.
That's pretty funny. So, how's the new married life?
Life is good. Yeah. I got a couple dogs, just kind of practicing building that family, and we'll see what happens next. I don't know if it'll be one of those.
I'm familiar.
Yeah. If someday we'll have a baby who'll turn into,
quarantine baby. Yeah. Well, good thing we're filled with a lot of healthy fuel from those Rickaroons.
Yes.
Awesome. Anything else you would like to share with everyone today?
There's no better family to have in your lives than the Libs. That's what I would say.
Awesome. And I'd say there's no better snack to carry around in your purse or
go.
your car than a Rickaroon. Seriously, you're going for a hike. Packed with energy and nutrients, all organic. It's just the way to go. And
all that good stuff.
You didn't even talk about this. They're freaking delicious.
Oh yeah. I got a couple sitting on my desk here. That's the mint to bees is my favorite flavor.
That's my second favorite.
What is it? Chocolate blonde? You a chocolate blonde guy?
Chocolate chip.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the best seller. The mint chocolate's my favorite, but that's probably only because I've had 5 bajillion chocolate blondes over the course of my life.
What other flavors you got? You got chocolate blonde. Chocolate blonde is a chocolate chip, correct?
We got a mocha. That one has real espresso in it. We got a peanut butter chocolate chip with protein. So if you're looking for that, a little extra protein boost. And then we got the Megaroon, the superfood with chia and cacao nibs. So yeah, five different options. We've got the seasonal
Awesome.
pumpkin spice, of course, but it's it's May,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that's not really an option right now.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, and awesome that people could reach out to you, and thanks for doing everything you're doing. Oh, I'd like to finish with one more thing. I
Yeah,
noticed on your Instagram that you're really helping out all the medical workers, and you're giving out some Rickaroons, some care boxes. I just wanted to say thank you for that. I think that's really cool that you
yeah,
guys are doing that.
yeah. That's been I don't know. I feel fortunate that we were kind of in a position to do that, and then I mean, all of us, my dad, my sister, and I, we all worked as beach lifeguards here in San Diego at one point or another. So we kind of have that tie to the local first responder community.
Yeah.
And because of the connections that we kind of have in the natural foods world in this space with juice bars and coffee shops, we've kind of been able to rally some other local businesses who have been super generous and giving. And so every time that we've gone to donate, we're donating or we're delivering, I guess. So a bunch of Rickaroons, obviously, and then we deliver hot coffee from Better Buzz. We deliver, they've been giving, they're so giving. Cafe Moto has been giving us a bunch of bags of espresso for the rest of the week. Konos gave a bunch of breakfast burritos. Suja is another San Diego company. Sunbum, Pressed Juice. Like they've, it's been really cool how many companies have kind of rallied around.
And you give them like a care box, right?
Yeah, I mean, it varies week to week, but yeah, I mean, some weeks it's Rickaroons and coffee, and then other weeks it's like hundreds and hundreds of bottles of pressed juice from either Suja or Pressed Juicery, and then the hand lotion has been from Sunbum. Yeah, so we try to
All
put
right.
together a little something.
So I want to get in on this, and I'm gonna offer free adjustments to all the first responders. So I'm gonna hook up with you after this recording. I'm gonna send you a bunch of gift certificates so you can put them in those care boxes.
Okay, awesome.
Sound
Yeah,
good?
we've been delivering every Wednesday to Scripps, Scripps Mercy and Scripps La Jolla, and then UCSD La Jolla and UCSD Hillcrest.
Awesome. So I will, maybe I'll leave the office right now and I'll come swing by you and I'll just give you a bunch of gift certificates.
Perfect. That'd be awesome.
Awesome. Thanks again for hopping on with me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jay. This is fun.
Yeah, awesome. Have a great day.